Hey, what's going on everyone? It's Green Zero back here with another Command & Conquer 3 Kane's Wrath video commentary. That's right, Kane's Wrath action time again. And we have Masterleaf and Booty Call, aka Wookibert. That's right, it's Wookibert. It's got an I in there. But we'll jump into this game because I really want to see how this one goes. It's actually on the replays tab, which I don't actually get too many replays from the replays tab anymore, but nonetheless, we're going to jump over here, and red probably should be Wookibert. Am I right? Let's just leave the mouse here. It is masterleaf5. No, masterleaf here is playing as some type of GDI faction. He's going to be GDI Vanilla, so GDI Vanilla for masterleaf against Wookibert. He is playing as the green Zocom. That's right, Procom on Torment Rift. Well, what did you expect? You know, players like this, when you get this pro, they want to play on a map that they're comfortable with. To be honest, I love the fact that there's so many different maps on Kane's Wrath now. But of course, every now and then you're going to find these players are going to quickly rush back to this, especially in tournaments. You find if players drop a game, they'll immediately pick Rift. It's just like, wow, didn't see that coming. But you got to remember, when you pick a map like this, the other guy is going to be super comfortable with it as well because he's played on it so much. So it doesn't really give you any kind of advantage. It just basically putting your opponent on a map that they love. So that's why I tend to pick maps that aren't played as much, because I can play on pretty much just about anything, and a lot of people have to it's very dynamic to play on a map you haven't played on that much as well, because you don't know how the map plays, you don't know what's good. Looks like Masterleaf getting denied up there. Does manage to save his scout, but there's a foxhole here. Interesting position because it's in front of this volcano, this little volcano thing here, which means that it does block line of sight. So he's actually going to give chase, but Masterleaf's probably going to tower him. No, there's actually another squad there, and he's going to have to rush back. He's going to take a lot of damage, but he should be able to get back in there. But again, against unless you're against like Blackhand or something with really powerful infantry, because then the infantry have to go around to fight it and gets you in range. If it's against Scrin, you don't want to buzzer hive there, because they'll use this as cover and then they'll sneak around and kill you. So not the best spot to foxhole, depending on the faction. But he's against GDI, so that is fine. Masterleaf really doing a lot to try to deny Wookibert the scouting here, but Masterleaf, he's not rushing, he's not doing anything crazy, and Wookibert doesn't seem to have taken any of the bait either. He's just like, well, hey, you're GDI, and there's no orcas yet, so there's probably not going to be any. He does actually have a scout in there. Wow, he finished the foxhole, but he got killed. Oh my god, that's embarrassing. That cost him $100. It is physically possible to kill the scout just as they complete the foxhole, because it takes them a fraction of a second to garrison the foxhole. And if you kill them in that fraction of a second, it'll be a neutral foxhole, and Leaf is like, hey, I got a foxhole. Not in the best position, of course. It's not really going to do him a lot of good there. If it was somewhere out in the field where he could keep eyes on something, that would be fine. Neither player really has that good scouting at the moment. I mean, they saw what each other's doing, which is important, but Wookibert's only got eyes over here. He's got eyes up the top for anything that sneaks around. Masterleaf running down the guts, running down the side, drafting more towers, scouting, very important for these pro players here. Of course, you always want to keep the scouts up, but Masterleaf just going for a straight up eco build here, nothing fancy. Wookibert does deploy a little bit too far away. It's gonna be a stretch, but he should be fine. Masterleaf, on the other hand, did have to place his ref not as close as he really wanted to, and that's going to be a bit of an issue for him. I mean, it's not too much when it's just like this, but it's that much. You know, you got to think about it. It is pretty iffy. Foxhole is here, and it does have a rocket squad in it, and Masterleaf sees it, and of course that's an interesting play, and a lot of players, or a couple of players have been doing this now. Instead of sending pitbulls out, they actually put a Rax down. And they said, wow, is Wookibert sending 2 harvesters? Wow, that is gutsy right there. And like I said, a lot of players are building barracks now and pumping out rocket squads, because they're actually really hard to count. I mean, you don't expect it, and they can pretty much destroy any lightly armored vehicles, such as pitbulls, which may be coming to the middle field. The Zocom harvesters also armed with rockets, not as damaging though as you'd expect them to be, but nonetheless there are 2 there. That pitbull will survive, does clean up the scouts. Masterleaf is like, what's he doing down here? It looks like, oh, Wookibert's even going to go for a spike. Does Masterleaf notice? He's probably not paying attention. He probably can't see that far either, so that could be one thing, but he is going for 1 engineer, so he's just going to grab 1 spike, and Wookibert's going to grab the other. So these guys here really playing it on edge. They're taking a lot of heavy risks, but at the same time, they're making sure that their engineers and their harvesters do have escorts, which is very important. But this harvester here, oh, he's full of blue tip as well. This is going to be a big prize if he manages to pick this one off. One of the pitbulls is a bit astray, and that's going to cause this harvester to get away. Gets free repairs from the war factory. Doesn't even bother to stick around. He's probably going to get fully repaired. Not quite, but that's fine. Meanwhile, Masterleaf is going to be taking this spike over here, just about to get there. trying to clear out this garrison so he can kill the rifles. You might want to just chill out just a little bit here. Oh, he's getting a little bit too close. He's getting a bit antsy in his pants. He's got AP ammo, which means he's actually taking damage from the rifle squad in here, which is not good. Even with AP ammo, you want to make sure you don't actually lose your whole squad. Battle marker up here. It's just Wookibert keeping an eye on things, see how they're going. Looks like masterleaf will be able to clean up this squad just because he does have AP ammo, and that will allow him to skewer the other spike momentarily, but he didn't actually bring a second engineer, so not quite. He's going for an infantry push. He already has AP ammo, and he is going for composite armor, so he's planning to bring down a lot of infantry right here. Another battle marker. masterleaf going for blue tip. Must realize it's actually a little bit there. Yeah, it's probably worth going there, I guess. But still, you got to think about it. Tech center is down. He have 2 MCVs. He does have 2 MCVs, so he's got double MCV. Wookibert might have noticed that the MC deployed and then a tech center placed down straight away. I'm not sure if he did, but if he did, he knows that there's obviously got to be a crane at least. Grenadier squad does clear out the foxholes. One of them does make a run for it. We have an APC here as well. A few pitbulls coming around the bend here. These harvesters may be able to defend themselves a little bit. AP ammo is done for Wookibert, and the AP ammo combined with the missiles from the harvesters should be enough to destroy these pitbulls. He's not even going to lose a single harvester there, so masterleaf expending some forces. Shatterer tank there would have assured him victory as well. And he's got APCs with Shatterer tanks, and of course he's got his own Shatterers, which means he gets that super powerful second shot. The overload beam does more damage than a normal shot, but it does disable the zone shatterer temporarily when you use it. It's great, especially if the shatterer is about to die. You can shoot its original shot and then go bam and just immediately shoot it. There's no time discrepancy. You can actually fire one shot and immediately fire the overload beam straight away afterwards. You don't have to wait or anything. So it's a good double shot, and the overload beam, of course, are very powerful, will destroy most vehicles. Meanwhile, masterleaf is playing heavy eco. All of his harvesters now from his main have gone there, but he didn't actually finish his field, which was probably a bit of a mistake. He should have left some behind, and now he's going to deal with this push here. He's probably going to be rocking double sonic emitters. There's something over here. Zone trooper squads come down, but it looks like, yeah, masterleaf's tried this a couple of times, and I'm not sure what he's doing with the V-35s. Maybe he meant to jump jet them, but the tower's obviously preventing them from running in. He is now going to move up to this base here, and that power plant will go down. There's another power plant here. He could try to snipe, and you look at that Sonic shot, oh, right through the guts. Does hit a single APC, which I guess is something. He's going to try to go for that power plant there. See if he can knock out masterleaf's power. Is he going to knock it down? And oh, he doesn't knock it down, and he's trapped between 2 of these sonic emitters now, but I think he's just going to back off. He is going to back off. Meanwhile, what's happening over here? Zone troopers, actually a small force over here. The space commandlet gets sold. Marv is on its way now, and of course the tech center is now getting shot up. He does have tungsten shell. That's interesting. Again, you do want that versus Zocon, but he hasn't really seen any aircraft whatsoever. The V-35's coming over, and they have got the zone troopers in, which is really weird. I think he's trying to use them for the Marv there, so definitely getting his money's worth. Does take out the airfield, of course, which was here unless masterleaf sold it. Trying to take out the comm center. These ABCs surprisingly effective against that. Doesn't have a phase field or anything like that on it. Will he get it? He should get it. He forces the sell at the last second, but it would have gone down. Meanwhile, still trying to destroy this. Calls in the Orca Strike. Doesn't quite finish that tech center off, but of course GDI, the only faction that doesn't need a tech center to actually finish building the Marv there. So again, it's interesting. You need it for Nod and Scrin, but you just don't need it for GDI, and apparently that's not a glitch of any kind. The Hammerheads come in. They do avoid the zone troopers, so they will be able to get into the Marv, but he is going to try to focus this down, and there is a sonic in here, but it's force fire, so that's actually not even hitting these APCs. He's really struggling to get that down, isn't he? And masterleaf with the repair tool there is just holding it at bay, and he has really nothing to take on these hammerheads, so he will lose the tech center, but he has a Marv out. He obviously can't build juggernauts now, which is a win there for Wookibert. He has his random forces all over the map here, now starting to harass the harvesters on the outskirts of this field here. He might want to put them on hold ground starts so they don't wander into this area, and I think he's doing that. Good control there by Wookibert. A few more APCs causing problems up here, just trying to focus down this power plant. They will destroy that within time. 2 more APCs. He's just kind of like chipping away at masterleaf here, and masterleaf really doesn't know what to do. He doesn't have any mobile units, you know, even the Marv. He's got a slow Marv. He's against a quad rail Marv, a triple zone raider Marv. It's a triple railgun Marv, and he does put a grenadier squad in there as well, maybe to trick him to think he's Zocon, but no, you can see that the pods look exactly the same for zone raiders and grenadiers. I think it might be slightly different, somewhat different. It looks pretty much exactly the same, doesn't it? Yeah, it is. It's pretty much exactly the same. That one's got like some iron sight type things on it. Let's have a look at this one. Did that one have that? Yeah, it did. They're pretty much exactly the same, so you can't really tell the difference until they shoot, but being against Zocom, you can probably figure that he's put that in there. And oh, look at this. Wookibert's bringing sniper teams, EMP grenades, fully upgraded. He doesn't have to worry about anything. He actually snipes a Harvester, although the Harvester really didn't have any health at all. Battle markers over here. It's those APCs still moving into this area here, but we'll stick on the engagement over here. And that's a lot of Grenader squads, and the Grenade is actually very good against buildings and infantry. So there we go. Those rocket squads will die. I'm not sure what they're trying to do. The sniper teams here, and those sniper teams will make a meal of them. There is a rig here as well, which is a problem because the Marv is going to get super good repairs. A lot of infantry coming in. He tries to throw EMP grenades. He misses the EMP grenades there. Wookibert does miss the EMP grenades. He does have an MCV here. Oh, EMP splash. He doesn't quite get it again. He does hit these base defenses here. The Marv now is wrecking Masterleaf's base here, and this is pretty intense. It looks like this is going to be the main fight here. Sniper teams are here. They should be able to snipe down. He needs to have better control of these guys because he is going to get hit with EMP grenades, and he does get hit with EMP grenades. That's a bit of a problem. He needs to EMP him back right now. Oh, Masterleaf's Marv has done a 360. If he got rear armor, that would have been pretty intense, but nonetheless. And the sniper teams now are starting to shoot at those Grenader squads, and they are taking him down. You want sniper teams on their own control group, so sniper teams won't naturally fire unless you tell them to or give them an attack move. So if you give them a move order, they'll move to that position and they won't actually attack anything. So you have to give them either an A move, attack move, or you have to give them targets. And Wookibert a little bit sloppy, not quite getting them. He will be able to get the rest of those Grenader squads coming out of that barracks there. The Marv that he has is still got a lot of health on it though. He's got a ton of health. He's got a rig here helping to repair, and now he's starting to just dismantle all of Masterleaf's economy here. He doesn't even care about refining. Whoa, what's actually happening over here? I did not see this. Masterleaf has some Predator tanks over here, but there's a Sonic emitter. A lot of gun towers here. Look at all the towers, and they asked, oh, that shot, that Sonic shot. Look at all the tank husks here. That did a lot of damage, and that really paid for itself here. Meanwhile, Wookibert is camping. His MCV is on the wrong side of the field, though. It's over here when he needs it to be over here. But again, his main intention, I think, is just to stop Masterleaf from refining. He's got the better forces. Masterleaf's Marv, even though it does have triple rail, is just inferior to what Wookibert has, and he's got the health as well and a repair pad. The Grenader pad isn't going to do too much. I mean, yeah, it's good against infantry, but still, he does have a Sonic emitter over here. Probably finished off those Predator tanks, but Masterleaf is in a little bit of trouble here. The Harvesters are now finally coming in to try to do something. The Grenader squads are going to run forward. Is he going to throw any EMP grenades? He's getting chewed up pretty badly here. Wookibert might want to be careful about that. He lost a lot of EMP grenaders there. He still has the sniper teams. He's got two squads, which means he can one-shot basically a Grenader squad, and he does avoid the EMP grenades, but there is another squad here as well. He's A-moving them now, so they're actually destroying a lot. The MCV from Wookibert might actually be destroyed here. There is, oh, I thought that was a commander, but no, it's just a Grenader squad, a lone Grenader squad. Oh, he gets hit by EMP grenades. The sniper teams finish them off, but the sniper teams are getting fired at. The sniper teams do get cleaned up by those towers. That's unfortunate. He really should be keeping those back, but there are no Grenader squads left. Actually, there is one over here. And note that Masterleaf does have composite armor as well, so that's also assisting. But Wookibert, wow, he's actually being forced back. He does still hold the rig, and look at his Marv. That rig, just keeping that Marv at full health. And Masterleaf is going to hold here, but he really he's got no mobile forces, really. Handful of infantry, no Harvesters here. There's a Foxhole over here. He's got nothing on this main over here. He's got no Harvesters. He has 0 Harvesters. Does he not have any Harvesters left? And now Masterleaf is probably sitting here realizing, hang on a second, the big fight's over, so now his attention is probably focused towards getting back his economy and repairing the Marv, and just Wookibert's probably fine with that because he's like, well, hang on, I've got quite a long time before Masterleaf's in any condition to threaten me. So Wookibert can do kind of what he wants here. He is going for some hammerheads now, so he only has, well, he's got 2 of them. Probably going to need a couple of more. He's got some Harvesters just sitting around. They actually need to go and find some Tiberium. There's actually no Tiberium on Wookibert's side of the map. You might want to be sneaky and just run them across and steal Tiberium. I mean, if anything. Masterleaf does have a Harvester over here, but unfortunately he has given it a move order in with the Marv, and he obviously hasn't clicked that it isn't actually doing anything, but hopefully he fixes that soon. Yeah, there we go. He just realized it then. But what's happening over here? Still nothing happening over there. There's 2 Harvesters over here. He did drop a War Factory, so Masterleaf, again, this is what you really should be doing, and he's obviously doing a good job of it. He's starting to recover his economy. He has access to Tiberium. Wookibert does not, which means Wookibert needs to do something, and he's going to go around the main field. He's like, hang on a sec, I'm just going to go around the main field, and the Harvesters, oh no, the Marv is actually chewing up Wookibert's Harvesters. That's not good. The Hammerheads are trying to destroy the Harvester, which is on this field, and I guess if he cleans up the Harvesters, then basically Masterleaf's not going to be able to have any kind of economy at this field. Tungsten Shell is there. He does get a kill on one of those Hammerheads, and he did double drop actually, so there you go. But the Hammerheads will get out of there. 1 Hammerhead for a Harvester, and again, you got to remember there's no harvesting here for Masterleaf, so this field, Wookibert doesn't need to pressure it because there's nothing happening here. There's a tech structure there, and the Marv is there, but it's really not a reason to go there. Remember, both sides still sharing these spikes. Masterleaf, of course, is missing one, so there we go. Wookibert does have a 2-to-1 spike ratio, and now Masterleaf is preparing to defend this base over here, but he doesn't have a lot. These harvesters are being transitioned. Will they be destroyed? Both of them will be destroyed. That's critical. Now Masterleaf has 0 harvesters. Once again, he has no harvesters. How is he going to hold this? He has 1 EMP squad. This base is forfeit as far as I'm concerned. Masterleaf, I don't think he should attempt to defend this. He's got a rig and he's got a Marv. If he can lock it down, he's going to have to build a lot of Grenadier squads. I'm not sure how well this is going to work. He does get the rear armor there. He actually misses. He hits the rig instead, so that's interesting. And now he's just going to focus down the racks. He's got a veteran Marv. Masterleaf has a veteran Marv also. It's being picked apart or being harassed by the Hamheads. Can't do too much to him, so they'll have to pull back to this main field. Did sell off his SAM turrets, which is a problem. And again, Masterleaf, yeah, he's selling up here. This is a smart decision. He just sell out of here and recover on the middle field. He shouldn't have tried to recover on 2 field anyway. I think that was a big ask. And Wookibert did the right thing. He went around the middle field and he identified that there's no reason to pressure the middle field when there's no economy on it. Oh, there's a slingshot here, and he needs to be careful. These hammerheads can't really be throwing too many away at this stage of the game. Those slingshots are superior with their tungsten shell. Doesn't want to go near those Grenadier squad caught out in the open. The Marv now moving around here. Should be able to clean up this base as well. But Wookibert, he should actually establish something over here. I'm not sure if he's got a surveyor on its way. Has he got anything up his sleeve? No, he doesn't actually. Oh my god, does he not have a war factory? He doesn't. Oh my god, that when the MCV went down in the middle, that must have been his only. That's why he's building so many hammerheads now. He can't build anything else, and these tungsten slingshots now are tearing him apart. He might have to call in bloodhounds, otherwise he's going to get camped. But these slingshots take a little bit of damage, but it's not going to be enough. He's going to actually have to engage these guys. Even with the repairs, it's going to be a big ask here. He does get drawn off of that, and now there's 2 here. That's a problem. He must have an MCV somewhere because he just dropped the turret. Am I blind? Where is his MCV? It is over there, and that's exactly what he needed to do, and I thought it might be there. The Marv is over here, veteran. Masterleaf's Marv is over here, and of course he's getting up his EMP grenaders. If he's got his EMP grenaders, he will win this engagement. There's no doubt about it. Wookibert needs some type of anti-infantry or reliable anti-infantry. The Hammerheads can provide that anti-infantry, but unfortunately, they're on the other side of the map. He does identify that now, and he's sending them across the map here. He needs them before he engages because he knows that once these EMP grenades rock up, Masterleaf's Marv will have a field day. Masterleaf's Marv is a little bit damaged, actually considerably damaged here. And we have the Hammers. There's no double A. Oh my god, there's 1 Pitbull. That's not going to be enough. He's going to focus down all the EMP grenaders. Oh, Masterleaf, that's got to hurt. There are actually still 2 squads left, so there you go. He's going to need more Hammerheads. Another squad over here. He is going to throw the EMP grenades. Oh, and he misses. Oh, he missed. Oh, these guys. I don't understand how you can miss a Marv with EMP grenades. It's one of those things. And that Grenadier squad does get destroyed. The rig is here. The rig may actually be going down, so the Marv might be by itself very shortly. Yeah, the Marv is going to come and finish it off, and he's going to be pushing forward. Masterleaf, though, has the support. He's got the double A to take out the Hammerheads. They're actually pretty badly damaged, but they're both veteran. He's got the infantry support. It's just a Marv by itself, and just a Marv by itself means easy pickings for these guys here. The slingshot's going to race down here. Just double check what Wookibert's got. I'm not sure where that harvester is going, but they need to watch out. The harvester might actually get a kill on one of these guys, and a tower comes down. He's going to actually target the damaged one, which is good. Masterleaf is going to have to pull those back for repairs. They should get away. The plate armor on slingshots is relatively thin, but it's enough to make them tank. Well, not they don't really tank it, I guess. I guess they absorb or deflect a few shots before they actually go down. And look at this, Wookibert now focusing down all the Grenadier squads here, because the rifles are pretty useless, to be honest. And the slingshots are completely out of position. I'm not even sure where they are. I have no idea where they are. They may have been destroyed. I didn't even see. I don't know where they are, but all the EMP grenaders are gone, and now this Marv is coming back and it's like, hey, Masterleaf, you don't have any forces here. His MCV is across the map as well, but I don't know what happened. He's actually going to be able to destroy this base here, which is bad for Wookibert because it's only an economic base. He did just lose his last hammerhead, I believe it went down, but I don't know where. The slingshots are over there, and Wookibert, what? He didn't lose his MCV. It's up here. He has, I don't know even how what. Okay, so he's got his MCV up here now, and he's obviously just going to pop down like towers, as many as he can build, and he could probably sell the entirety of this base here and have more than enough money to put down a ton of towers. Masterleaf is going to come in here. I really think he should wait until his Marv gets to the area. That Grenadier squad does get killed. The splash damage from these sonic weapons is just crazy, and we have one hammerhead come across, but it will get sniped down. He did kill the Grenadier squad, and he is going to be firing this one. It looks like his construction yard did get hit with some EMP grenades. I did miss that. That's going to slow him down a little bit, but the towers are here. And this is a problem. Masterleaf's Marv is coming from the rear though, but it is much more heavily damaged than Wookibert's Marv, and Wookibert's Marv will beat or defeat both same words. He will defeat Masterleaf's Marv. Wow, this is an intense game. These guys playing a little bit of ring around the rosy. Masterleaf now trying to defend his last base off here. He is taking a lot of damage to this MCV, and if this goes down, he puts a laser field on it. That will give it a ton of armor, but is it going to be enough? Masterleaf not focusing, actually going for the power plants there. That may have cost him a little bit, or he could get both the Marv and the MCV. EMP grenades are thrown. Oh, he gets both. He gets both. The MCV is pretty much dead. Oh no, he clutch save momentarily, I believe, and he does lose it. Oh man, he gets another EMP blast off. Oh, Wookibert is in so much trouble now. He is in so much trouble. Hammerhead's coming across the top. There's more EMP grenades. There's a single rifleman from a rifleman squad down there, and he's just going to stack these there. He does hit it with another lot of EMP grenades, and Wookibert, oh man, I thought for a moment there he was going to come through and win this game. He was making the decisions he needed to, but Masterleaf just kept building EMP grenades, and I think that would be his favorite unit in the game. He's got an elite Marv, but it's not going to be enough, and Masterleaf now has the elite Marv, so he just went elite killing that. Will Wookibert just surrender at this point? I'm not sure. I don't even know where Masterleaf's MCV actually is. I think he may have sold it, yeah, because there's an engineer there, so, and it was here, so that's about right. Hopefully that engineer doesn't get anything here. This Hammerhead unwillingly will actually kill it. Oh no, actually looks like he did give an attack order. Harvester will die from Wookibert. Wookibert did lose the base down here as well. I don't know what he's going to do because he has he's got just an airfield. Masterleaf, though, does not have a construction yard. Oh my god, these are going to be Masterleaf's last buildings. He can only build rocket squads. He just sold the command center as well. Oh man, his power plants aren't near the turret. Oh my god. Masterleaf is going to lose this game, I think, if Wookibert plays his cards right. I think Marcel, all he can do is send the Marv across the map here now, and look at this, even trying to pull back the damaged ones, and he is going to focus these ones down. There's no power. There is no power for this AA battery. He's got one power plant, and of course Wookibert's like, hey brah, is this your last power plant? I guess you don't have any anti-air ever again. And I can look at this, Master's identified it. He's going to just run his Marv there. But is it going to be, oh, he sold his refinery. That was probably a bad idea. That is his last source of income, and now of course there's no AA, and he's just going to be able to destroy the barracks, which have almost no health compared to destroying a refinery which has a ton of health. And the last building is going to go down. Masterleaf, oh my god, he has lost the game. Wow, that was a great game. I definitely enjoyed that one there. It was so tight. I thought Marcel was in a pretty good position, then Wookibert was in a good position, and it just jumped backwards and forwards, and I never knew who was going to win. But yeah, I want to see Marcel's favourite unit because I reckon it's going to be the Grenadier squad there. And the resources, if we go to that one there, we can see that it's pretty even. Marcel obviously ahead, but look at that, he flatlined. This is where the attack on the centre base happened. Marcel, all his eco was there. He couldn't harvest from his expansion because Wookibert had APCs and Shatterers there, and he couldn't harvest from the centre field because basically Wookibert was camping that as well, and it took Marcel, he just could not recover properly. He recovered a little bit, but Wookibert was just leeching for the rest of the game, and Marcel just managed to stay ahead, but of course the kill death ratio probably wasn't there for him. Units, Marcel had more in the late game, which was obvious. He had a ton more infantry. Wookibert abandoned the infantry to go for hammerheads, which are a lot more expensive, and they obviously worked out okay. Did expend quite a few, but yeah, definitely enjoyed that game there. Wookibert, massive drop in buildings there, but it's 21 minutes 30 seconds, so decently linked game there, 1.17 to 0.81, so there you go. Rifleman squad favourite unit from both guys, I guess, because the fact that they spam so much infantry and lost so much structures. If we look at the structures that were lost, Marcel sold 56 and he lost 81. He destroyed 19. Booty call. Wookibert, aka Wookibert, destroyed 28. He did lose. He lost 44 and he sold 25. So there you go. 153,000 to Wookibert, 157,000 to Marcel. Can't get too much closer than that. Well done to both players. That was a great game. Really enjoyed that. Stay tuned to my channel. Hope you'll enjoy that video, and I'll see you all next time.